Hello, it's SJ. SJ is me. And I'm here. I'm here. I wanted to talk to you guys today because I mentioned before, like it's story time. Like I'm a processor. I am a processor. So walk with me as we go through these thoughts that I had and what I wanted to talk about today. So one thing in particular, like when I was growing up, I'm a '90s kid. Like I grew up in the '90s. Like if you can tell the auntie vibes that I give, that I was a '90s girl, VHSs, and one of them ones, and one of those girls for me was Reese Witherspoon. Reese Witherspoon was that girl for me. Like she wasn't like I want to be her, but she played roles in a lot of movies that I was like, I love this movie. Like that was in my collection. And I think she did an interview with the World of Women recently, maybe like the end of last year, and I was like, oh my god, I have to talk about this. Like, I love Reese Witherspoon. Like, she's still like somewhat relevant to me today. Like, she's now like 48. So again, like she's my type of girl. Like she's my auntie, you know? So she's like 48 now. The movie Legally Blind came out in 2001. And I'm going to give y'all a little story if y'all don't remember or know the movie because that was a movie. So the movie was based upon a novel by Amanda Brown, who was given the experiences of her life from Stanford Law. But again, you wouldn't know that part, but that's where it all starts in like her experience in law school, girl's experience in law school, and her name was Elle Woods. Elle Woods basically, her and her boyfriend broke up, and he wanted to pursue law. So he was like, I gotta go. Like, I gotta go to law school, and I just gotta go to law school. So I gotta go. And, this isn't gonna work between us. So, this is it. And she's like, huh? Like, no, you're supposed to be my husband. Like, you're ruining this for us. Like, no. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm going to Harvard. Like, I got a lot of, studying to do. So, peace out. Like, you're just not where I want to be. And so she couldn't take that. She didn't understand, like, what in the world? This is supposed to be my man. I don't understand. So, you know what she do instead of giving up? This girl applied to the school and end up getting in. So she get into the law school, and she ends up like chasing behind him, trying to win him back, like by being the girl that he said that he really wanted. And in the midst of that, like the movie is most of the scenes is on UCLA, so that's why I wore my my college like. But you know what? I should have still wore mine. I should have repped the Broncos. Wait, hold on. That's when I went. The HBCUs. you know. Let me give you a little. Yeah, yeah. Y'all get the drift. But so the movie has scenes from UCLA, but she again is like chasing behind her ex Warner, like trying to make it seem like I'm show him like, hey, I could be that girl for you. Like, don't you worry, I got you. So she got into the school. She's getting into all the classes that he's in to kind of like make it really seem like hey, look at me. And he looking at her, but he ain't looking too hard because he already got a new boo. His new boo is named Vivian. And Vivian don't look half the way Elle look. Like Elle's like this blonde. She always cute and extra fly and pink girly stuff. Like she's a loud personality compared to a lot of the other Harvard students. So like she stands out definitely. Like she gives the role of like dumb blonde girl. That's what they basically kind of were trying to paint her out to be. And this new girl Vivian is, she's young, she cute, but she a brunette. She real chill, like with her little vest, her brown vest. But she real, blah. But that's what Warren likes. So that's all that matters. Look at her. She the one with a man. So Warren want that. So he want that smart blah. And L's like, okay, bet. I can do that. I can be that. Like, I don't back down for no challenge, is what she said. That's what L said. And you know, throughout the movie, she just keeps trying to like win herself. But then we get to this one scene where, because she stands out, the other girls really don't like her. More people like Vivian because Vivian's like that smart valedictorian type of chick. And they have a Halloween party, and they do a Mean Girl move before Mean Girls existed, where they invited her to a Halloween party, and she comes and she's dressed like a Playboy bunny. Like, she's real cute with her pink stockings, her little bow. She's there. She's giving. Like, she's giving body, yaddy, yaddy. And she walk up to Warren like, because she see her man, she see her target. She don't. That's the only reason why I'm here. And everyone's looking at her like laughing, like, what in the world? So that's when she realized, like, okay, y'all try to play a joke at me, ha ha ha. But joke's on you. I'm about to go talk to my man. So she like walk up to him, kind of like on some like, hey, I didn't know you were gonna be here. Like, it's good to see you here. And he's like, what are you doing here, El? And she was like, yeah, I'm coming to the party. And he just kind of like ends up like breaking it down to her for real, like, no, why are you at this college? Like, why are you playing yourself, boo? Like, this isn't your speed. Like, you're not that smart. Like, why are you here? Like, and she's looking at him like teary eyed, like, I'm never gonna be good enough for you, am I? Pause right there. Let me say that again. She said, I'm never gonna be good enough for you, am I? And that's when it clicked for her. L, that was that was the moment right there. He doubted her. He said what he said. Like, mind you, I told you all the backstory and all that other stuff, and that's where I'm gonna pause at right there. Like, I'm never gonna be good enough for you, am I? Because literally, she got into this whole school. Like, getting into law school is not for the weak. Like, not for the weak. But L did it. L did it. Granted, you know, she did it under, you know, in the name of love. But she got in there, and she's been in the same classes. She's doing everything that they're doing. Vivian and Warner, like, I'm here. What are you talking about? And I'm still dressed nice. What's up? And he like, no, stop it. Like, stop embarrassing yourself. And so that's when it clicked for her. Like, I'm never gonna be good enough for you. Like, no matter what I do, like, it don't matter what I do. I'm just not that girl. I'm just not that girl for you. Is basically what it said. And in that clip originally, that the interview Reese Witherspoon was doing with the World of Women, was kind of like highlighting that one little clip right there where she realized that. And she basically was saying, like, we all get to that moment in our lives as women sometime that you realize, like, I'm not that girl for you. And that's the time where you make that acknowledgement over your life, and you really have to start stepping into being your own person. And that's what Reese Witherspoon was kind of tying it back to. Like, you have to be that person for you. And when she said that, she was like getting teary eyed, and then she was like, it's still relevant today. And it is. The fact that she said that, I was like, yes, Reese, you're still that girl. Like, because it is still relevant today. Like, we all have to kind of like get into that moment where we realize, like, yo, like, I'm not that one for you, but I'm going to be that for me. And I think sometimes we all have our moments when that has to switch for us. And that can actually be at multiple times in our lives. It's not going to just always be at one time and then that's it. Like, it may be a few times that you realize, like, I'm just not this girl in this lane. Like, I'm just not that girl for you. And I have to start doing it for me. Like, we get so caught up, I feel like, as women, playing so many roles for so many other people that we forget to play it to ourselves. We have that natural um heart of giving and nurturer and things of that nature that sometimes we forget to nurture ourselves. So when she made that comment, it made me definitely think of like some reminders that we all have to kind of be conscious of being us in whole for ourselves, which is one thing, like acknowledging it. Like, I hate the way that she kind of had to figure it out, because I know it's slightly embarrassing. We do have to get embarrassed and pick ourselves up a lot of the times, but oh well, oh well, we all there, we all get there. And she identified it. It takes her to the point of acknowledging it, and actually identifying it. And then once you actually see, like, okay, I'm enough, like, I'm enough, stop seeking validation from other people and start trusting your own worth. Start knowing and expanding on your own worth. And then that's the most important thing you need to know. And to continue on the movie, she ended up going to the actual bookstore and purchasing the clear MacBook. It was like clear and white. Like back in the day, they would be like see through. They were real cute. Apple was doing that thing back then. She bought that and in the bunny suit. In the bunny suit. Like she dressed to the nines in the bunny suit. And she like, yeah, holding it while people were like, you all right? You bought you I'm good. I'm on a mission. I gotta get back in my bag for me. And during that time, of course, like Warren keep trying to bother her because baby, they always gonna come back. They always gonna come back. They always gonna they always gonna come back. I had to cheers to that one. A little coffee. They always come back. Trust. Like they come back, and Warren was trying to come back and holler at Elle like, "Oh, you looking good?" Da, 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 da. And she like, yeah. And during that time, now at this point, it's already done click, baby. Like she's honoring herself, and now she has to honor her boundaries. Like she has to protect her peace and say no. Like you didn't want me before. Like, and you have to start saying yes to yourself. She got to get up on her thing. She got to get up on her grind. Like, and now she over here doing her own little law. She doing law cases and stuff like that. Warren, I ain't got time for you playing now. I ain't got time for you playing. And what she did, bend and snap. I don't know if you remember that. Bend and snap. She celebrated her own uniqueness. Like she stopped comparing to others. In the movie, she was always pouring into people. She would get her nails done. Like once she kind of like was sad and all this other stuff, she got her nails done. And the other girl, the owner, was going through too with her boo. And she had to tell her, like, no, you need to stand up. You need to stand up. You need to bend and snap. Bend and snap. Like snap back into it, girl. Like it don't matter. Like celebrate your uniqueness no matter where you at. Like use that as your superpower and be very unapologetic. Like embrace that. I love that. I love when girls understand like, okay, I may be the loudest one in this room, but that's me. Like not in a rude, like toxic way, like it's me, you gotta take it. Not in those type of ways, but really knowing like you're that girl. For me, I'ma dress up. I'ma put on clothes. Like I'm gonna put on clothes. Like I'm gonna be dressed up for no reason. Why? Cause of me. Because that's my uniqueness. My uniqueness is I'm gonna put on. Like I may not always like, you know, I'm gonna put on. You can see by the way I'm dressed now. I had this on earlier. I put on. I ain't put this on for y'all. I love y'all, but this is for me. Like I do this for me. Like celebrate your uniqueness and stop comparing yourself to others. Because when you're doing that, comparing yourself to others, that's stopping you from, looking at where your path and where your journey needs to be. And you need to stay focused on your progress. And by doing that progress, pour into yourself. Speak highly into yourself. Speak kindly into yourself. Know your worth and talk about how good you are. You keep doing all these excuses of, you know, oh, well, I can't really do that because of this. I can't do that because of this. Like, those excuses hold us back. Like, of course, I understand there's barriers and obstacles that we all like have that we can't be where we need or thought we were going to be. However, we still have to let go of self doubt because the path might have changed, the routine might have changed. Like, none of us are where we thought we probably were going to be. There's only a I don't even know none. I ain't even about to say a handful. I don't even know none. Like we thought we were going to be somewhere. We thought we were going to be something else. Like we all kind of have been through things of that nature. And I just really kind of wanted to make sure that we start replacing that self doubt with affirmations. Like it's really power in the tongue, and I think people forget that because we scroll on our phones a lot. Like we actually have to do the work and talk and pour into ourselves just as much as we pour into other people. We need to talk to ourselves. We need to boost up ourselves. We need to do those same things for us because if we're not applying that self-care into ourselves and taking that time to recharge and bring back joy to our own life, then we're not going to able to be our best selves. And if we're not our best selves, that starts messing with our decision making. Mm. We can't even see because there's too many things. Like I don't know if I was in a band, so I can't. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Like my eyes is here. Like I have to look forward. Like but if we got stuff like distracting us in our face because we ain't allowing it, then yeah, we're not going to able to make clear decisions. And when you start having a clear mind, that allows us to be able to really hear from our own intuition and really kind of like hear that inner voices guiding us to where we need to be. Like, of course, we can't be perfect. We understand that, but if we have that clarity and understand that things take time, like enjoy the actual journey. This is not a race because you're not comparing yourself to nobody. This isn't a race. This is a journey. Like this is something that you're doing on your own, celebrating those small successes along the way. This is for you. So I definitely wanted to like talk about that because I know for sure when I seen Reese, I was like, oh my girl. Like she's still giving. Like we have to actually look into ourselves and know like, okay, I have to be that girl for me. I'm not your girl. Like, I'm not your girl. And that doesn't have to necessarily be with a relationship. It can be in a career path. It can be a mother relationship. It can be a father, sister. It can be any type of relationship where we try to compare ourselves to other people and other things. And that's just not us. We have to stay focused on who we are. We can't live for other people. If we start living for other people, you're going to be highly disappointed because them kids going to grow up. Our parents may pass on. Like our sister may pass on or get married. Like the job may end. Like there's so many ending. There's an ending. That's one thing that's inevitable is death. Like unfortunately. So with that being said, we have to grieve what we thought. We have to grieve things of that nature and actually know like okay, I gotta stand it. I gotta brush myself off, like, and get in it, get in our bag, bend and snap. I wish I would see that clip. Like, maybe I can find a clip and do the bend and snap. Like, and her, like, giving the whole update of, like, the little bend and snap little routine. It sounds corny because y'all don't know what I'm talking about, but it was like a little bend and snap. But that's all that I really wanted to talk about today because I really just wanted us to really understand like the importance of ourselves and knowing that that's the best and the most important relationship that you have is with yourself, and you have to nurture it. Like if you're not nurturing yourself, then how are you the best person for other people either? So if you motivate or are moved by other people, how can you be good for other people if you not nurturing yourself? So either way you look at it, you have to be the best you. So I did want to talk about that, but I did want to also like hit on the points of like grieving who we thought we were, because sometimes we don't talk about grief enough. Especially in my culture, we don't talk about grief enough, and unfortunately, grief is inevitable. Like things happen, things change, and we have to actually, process that. And even though we see grief as like somebody passing along, we also have grief in situations that we thought were going to happen and thought they were going to be in a different way. And because they're not, like, we have to process it. We have to go through it. We have to think about it. We have to reflect. We have to own it. And then we have to start pouring back into ourselves. So I did want to kind of bring that topic up today when I seen that clip of Reese Witherspoon. And I thought today would be a good day because I was like, oh, I got on UCLA. So I thought today would be a good day. But yeah, leave any comments below if you have any thoughts or want to share any tips. I'm here for it. Like I'm here to talk back. Like, it's getting a little quiet over here. Peace out.